So one of the hardest parts of an Esther anointing in a previous video is women will try to compete with you. Even if you're not competing with nobody, other women will try to compete with you and they will hate you because of that anointing. Because when it comes to the Esther anointing, you're not just a pretty face. When you have an Esther anointing, you are also going to have wisdom. You are going to be in a leadership position. God is going to use you as an influence. And not only that, you are someone that takes good care of yourself. Listen, you don't have to have a lot of money. One thing about a woman who has the Esther anointing, she will make it happen. She will do her own hair, she will do her own nails, she will do everything by herself if she has no one to help her with that. That's one thing about a woman with an Esther anointing. She will keep up with her beauty routines, her maintenance, and she will do this her on her own if she has no one to help her with that. You see what I mean? But even if you're not flaunting anything, because you don't flaunt anything, you will just be hated. It's like you're going to attract a lot of jealousy and envy. And I talked about that's a whole separate video. If you want to watch that video, I'm gonna put the link inside the comment section so you can watch it. But here's something that a lot of people don't talk about pertaining to the Esther anointing. And this is very like hard. When you have an Esther anointing, you are the kind of woman you do not fight over man. You will not fight over no man, okay? Because you have the mentality of what God has for you is for you. You have that mentality of you respect yourself, you have dignity, you have value. You don't need to fight over no man, okay? So you are a woman who no fight over man, period. But that does not mean that women, other women, will not fight you over a man. Even though you ain't fighting them, even though you ain't attacking them, even though you just minding your business, you ain't even worried about anything pertaining to a man. You just worried about serving the Lord. You about the Father's business. But these women or these girls, because I don't even think women do that. These girls, they will fight you. So even if you're not looking for war, they will find war with you, right? Just like Haman tried to find war with Esther and Mordecai, although Esther and Mordecai did nothing to Haman. These women will fight you over a man. And you don't even have to be fighting back. They will just fight you over a man. They will start doing these love spells. They'll start doing these separation spells. They'll start affecting your beauty, your appearance, your weight, and all that. And you're like, girl, listen, let me tell you something. You're going to say, girl, this sounds like some silliness. It isn't. I know for a fact this is true. And let me tell you why. Because as y'all know, there's a whole investigation going on pertaining to like people, close family members who affected me with black magic, right? One of the things that this family member asked these people to do is this family member asked them to mess up my appearance, mess up the way I look. Mind you, before I found this out, and before I found the physical evidence that this family member requested these things, God had already showed me a dream of this particular family member throwing electronics at me while I was running down the stairs, and she was trying to throw it at my face. She was trying to destroy my face in the dream. And around the time I had this dream, this was when I was going through so much. My face was breaking out. Like I didn't understand what's going on with my skin. Like I'm like, what's going on with my appearance? Like why am I looking completely different? Like, and I already knew that this family member was trying to mess with my appearance, but I didn't know the details behind it. And then the revelations came back that the dreams that I was having in the past when I was with a particular person, a man in my dream, I always saw this particular family member in the corner hiding, spying on us. And she always had this angry look on her face, similar to the witch in Snow White. Okay? This family member paid people to try to make me look ugly because she knew about the person that God ordained for me to be with. She knew about this person. She can see this person in the spirit. Okay? And this family member has a lot of jealousy towards me for whatever reason. And this person not the only person that did this to me. There was other girls, not women, because I don't think real women do this. There's other girls that would pay people to do things to me. So in my book, Deliverance Through Knowledge, the book is not available. It's only available for pre-order, but the ebook is available, which has some details in it. The book has everything in it. The ebook has some details in it, but will be updated later on with everything in it. Okay. That ebook, currently in that ebook, I talk about this, how like they will do spells to mess with your appearance, to mess with, your finances, to mess with like your body, to mess with your mental state, because they don't want you to completely operate through your anointing. They want you to be insecure. They want you to feel bad about yourself. They want you to have to be so drained you don't keep up with yourself. They don't want you to love yourself enough to take care of your body, which is a temple, which is going to the gym, eating healthy, all that. They will do witchcraft on you to try to manipulate you, drain you, stress you out, make you break out, make your hair fall out. You see what I'm saying? Make your hands start looking like 20 years old than your actual face. They'll do, sometimes you'll notice even like you're having dark spots all over your body from breaking out, like your face, your legs, your hands, like whatever. They do whatever they can to try to turn your beauty into something else, right? And again, you're not asking for this. You're not fighting with nobody. You're not poking at nobody. You don't even flaunt your upcoming kingdom marriage or your kingdom marriage if you're already in it. You don't flaunt any of that. The Lord told me that the reason why these girls, not women, the reason why they do this is because of money. Because when you have an Esther anointing, that means that not only do you have a status or you're going to have one, because God is going to lead you into a position to where you do have a status, and it's not like you asked for it. It's just the anointing. It's just God appointing you in that position. It's not like you begged God, asked God for it. This is what he picked for you. This is what he chose for you, right? Not only do you have that, but it also means that your partner is going to have that, or your partner already has that. Your partner has some sort of status, your partner is well maintained, or your partner is well established. And the thing about it is, you don't care about money. When you have the Esther anointing, you don't care about money. You don't care about all that. You get it on your own. You don't need a man to, provide all these things for you. You are independent when you have an Esther anointing. But God brings you a provider. And because he brings you a provider, this will instantly trigger other women, other girls, and it will trigger them to try to fight you over that provider, because we live in a day and age today where it's hard to find a man that provides. So even if you're not out here looking for a man or anything, you're just, again, you focus on the Father's business. You focus on kingdom business, and you building your own, your own legacy. But the Lord brings in someone who he who has their own, who is going to build with you, and this will trigger so many women. They will fight you for that position, even though that position was given to you. But it's not because they have an anointing why they're fighting you. It's not because they love the man why they're fighting you. It's because of the man having money and status is why they're fighting you. So you're like, man, why am I being torn up at night? And I have to get up and I have to rebuke, denounce, and cancel all these witches, all these women, all these spirits. It's because they are after what your partner has. They're after his money. They're not after him because they love him. They want his money. It's hard to find a man nowadays that provides. So when they see that a man is coming in to provide and he loves you and he's serving God, Jezebel is going to try to enter her way in. Jezebel is going to try to fight you for that person. You're not fighting anybody back physically. You're going to have to fight back with prayers. But this is one of the things that no one really talks about pertaining to the Esther anointing. No one really talks about how many women, how many witches will try to fight you to try to take your position or try to fight you over a man. And you ain't even fighting over the man. You ain't even sweating over the man because you already minding your business. You just do what God told you to do. You just doing whatever is according to God's will and being obedient. And they just coming out of nowhere fighting you, out of nowhere attacking you. It's because of the money. That's what it is. It's because of the money. Again, we live in a day and age where every woman, their mentality nowadays, every woman, there's nothing wrong with wanting a provider. There's nothing wrong with that. But nowadays, a lot of women, all they want is a man with money. That's it. That's all they care about. They don't, there's no more love. There's no more value. There's no more integrity. There's no more let's build together. There's no more let's worship together. There's no more of that. It's I want a man with money. And nowadays in this day and age, a woman will marry a man because of money, not because they love him. And majority of the population is like that. So these women will try to fight an Esther to try to manipulate their way into Esther's position, knowing they don't love the man, knowing they just want his money, knowing they just want status, right? So if you have an Esther anointing, you wondering why these random women people keep popping up in your dreams, why these random women keep doing spells on you, why these random women keep attacking you, why these random women keep trying to, do love spells and separation spells on your kingdom marriage, and you're wondering why. This is why. It's because of the money. That's what it is. Again, not much people talk about this. We fight through prayer for everything that is according to God's will. That's what we do. But even then, you don't gotta fight for what is yours, but you do have to fight through prayer just to cover yourself because they be throwing arrows your way. So all you have to do is fight to cover yourself, to cover your partner, or to cover your children, to cover your home, to cover your businesses. Because one of the things they do is in order for a love spell to have an effect on the person, they have to do a separation spell. I talked about this in my book again. They have to do a separation spell in order for the love spell to have some sort of effect. And when they do a separation spell, they have to do whatever they can to destroy the person that the man is supposed to be with. And how do they do this? They will attack the woman with the Esther anointing. They'll attack her appearance. They'll attack her heart posture. They'll attack everything about her finances. They'll attack everything to destroy her, to lower her confidence so she doesn't even feel like a queen. She doesn't even feel like Esther no more. You see what I'm saying? So when they attack her in that way, then they'll try to deter the man or deter the man's interest away from her after attacking her. You see what I mean? But if you know about these things and you understand why you have to pray against these things and you understand how to denounce, rebuke, and cancel these things, you will be okay. But people perish for lack of knowledge because they don't understand these things. They don't understand the type of warfare that comes with specific anointings. All anointings, there's going to be warfare, but there's specific types of warfare, which each specific type of anointing. You guys have to understand that as well, right? So, many people don't understand this. Many people don't understand this. So I'm here to tell y'all this is something that is not talked about a lot because many people don't understand this. But when you have an Esther anointing, you will be attacked not because people just hate you. Yes, that's a part of it. But you will be attacked because there's going to be women fighting for the king, right? But you don't gotta fight nobody back because you don't fight over a man. You don't fight over no man. The only thing you fighting for is to cover yourself through prayer so these attacks don't come through. And the only thing you fighting for is your purpose, your calling, okay? You are just fighting the good fight like Paul said. That's it. But you ain't gotta fight nobody, okay? What is yours is for you, all right? I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.